2, 1, go! Once again, welcome back to Field 2. 2 quick cycles up to that high chamber with specimens, 1 for each alliance. Red Alliance gets it snapped on. Blue Alliance is hanging on there, which will count for points if it remains on there, but it is at risk of falling off, which it ends up doing. 1938, that's Knights of the Ping Pong Table, cycling specimens up to that high chamber. Their alliance partner on red, 16751, that's Polytechnic puzzle pieces going for that high basket.
Pick up your controls. 3, 2, 1.
Drivers now taking quick control of their robots, looking over to the Blue Alliance 13365 gearheads, picking up an Alliance neutral specimen to drop it off into that high basket. Once they can get it up there, that will be worth 8 points to their Alliance. Right there it goes, 8 points for the Blue Alliance. Their partners, 14840, that's DCS MechWarriors, picking up, looking to possibly pick up a sample to give to their human player in the observation zone, working to make some progress there. 1938, that's Knights of the Ping Pong Table, going to try and get a sample out of that submersible area. Those will be picked up and brought back to the human player to possibly be turned into specimens or stored in the baskets as samples. Our other Red Alliance team, 16751 Polytechnic puzzle pieces, cycling that high basket with another Alliance neutral sample falling out of their manipulator though as it goes up. Blue Alliance working on that high basket themselves, 13365. That's Gearheads going up with a sample of their own. 52 seconds left to go in this match. Team still cranking away at earning points. 16751 taking another shot up at that high basket, successfully making it in for 8 points to our Red Alliance. Our other Red Alliance team lining up in the observation zone. That's 19938 Knights of the Ping Pong Table, getting a specimen with their claw and successfully scoring it on that high chamber for 10 points apiece. We're now in our final 30 seconds of the match. Teams start focusing on what they want their final strategies to be. Generally still focusing on scoring at this point in time, dropping off specimens and samples in their respective areas, though that looks to possibly be changing as 13365 Gearheads goes up into the air for the Blue Alliance. If they remain up, that will be 15 points after this match. At the end of 3, 2, 1, go! Moving once again, first score going up by 14,840 DCS MechWarriors with a 10-point score of a specimen onto that high chamber. That's 10 more points if it remains at the end of the teleoperated period. Their alliance partner 26929, that's Pioneer 1, working on cycling that high basket. Each of those samples up there are 8 points, 8 additional points if they remain at the end of autonomous. Now underway, drivers taking control of their robots. First to move towards the scoring zone, coming out of 14840 DCS MechWarriors, making quick work of that Red Alliance high chamber, but followed up quickly over on the Blue Alliance from 6206 Holmes Olympians, scoring a neutral Alliance sample into that high basket. 8 points for Blue Alliance, possibly trying to do it again. Their alliance partner 21634, that's Metal Masterminds, looking to cycle specimens from the observation zone onto that high chamber, dropping off their second for 10 more points to the Blue Alliance. All 4 robots still working on scoring. We just saw a high sample go up from 26929 Pioneer 1, 8 points there, 10 more for the Red Alliance, coming out of DCS MechWarriors if they make this next specimen. 65 seconds to go in this match. Blue Alliance working on scoring. Both Alliances working on scoring. Red gets another specimen and another high basket score from both of their teams. Blue Alliance working on scoring some of their own. Holmes Olympians lining up a neutral sample into their bucket, possibly lining up to score it. Blue Alliance the other Blue Alliance team 21634. That's Metal Masterminds lining up with the observation zone, getting a specimen off that alliance wall, driving towards the high chamber, and possibly dropping it off, which they do for 10 points. With that whistle, we're in the final 30 seconds of our match. So far, teams are still prioritizing scoring game pieces as 14-840 DCS MechWarriors drops off another sample and scores another specimen for the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance, not to be outdone, drops off a neutral Alliance sample in that high basket for 8 points. That's 6206 Holmes Olympians there. We may be seeing our first ascent of the game from 21-634. Metal Astronaut off the ground on a low run for 15 points as the buzzer rings. Three, two, one, go! Welcome back from lunch, everyone. It's time to play some more robots. Starting us off for this match is a Blue Alliance score into that high basket coming from 7129 Robo Raiders. Their alliance partner 14840 DCS MechWarriors looking to try and score some specimens up onto that high chamber. Having a bit of trouble at this point, but the human player is craning through creating those specimens. One goes up, 10 points, 20 if it remains the end of autonomous. Taking over control of their robots. Reaching up to score for the first time, 7129 Robo Raiders, giving us our first teleoperated score. Our first teleop score on the high chamber could come from our Red Alliance, which it will, as 27126 Bionic Sharks goes up with a preloaded with a specimen in their manipulator on that high chamber. That is a 10-point score for them. We're up to shuttle some samples down at the observation zone for the human player to turn them into specimens. The Blue Alliance 14840 DCS MechWarriors still cycling that high chamber, running back their human player station to grab pre-made specimens produced out of samples. 15129, that's OBV 1.0, working on scoring into those high baskets, having a bit of trouble getting it into this one. They still have plenty of time to work with a minute left in this match. Alliance is continuing their no scoring pattern. Robo Raiders serving as a basket cycler for the Blue Alliance. DCS MechWarriors serving as a chamber cycler for the NFL. Red Alliance still working, trying to score over by that net zone. If Red Alliance team trying to take a yellow Alliance neutral sample and get it into their claw, they'd be able to score if they get it up into those baskets. Another 30 seconds to go now. Team still prioritizing scoring on the cycles. As blue and red both work to build up their score. We may see a set coming in. First contact with the bar coming from 128 1.0. Going on that low run to pull themselves up into the air for the final 10 seconds. Trying for that ascent. 15 points if they get off of the ground. For the final 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one, go! We are starting to approach the end of our qualification round, now in match 26 of our day. We're seeing a sample go up from the Red Alliance. That's 21-426 Mechanical Ducks scoring in that high basket. Both alliances now scoring high specimens for each of their respective teams. 14-840 DCS MechWarriors cycling 3. Possibly going to go for a fourth as 8620 World Gear Warriors on blue goes to do some more of their own.
Pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Coming out of all the score 99-83. This match shaping up to be close but incredibly high scoring. Red Alliance already working to score their high basket. Mechanical Ducks over by the net zone, collecting Alliance neutral samples off of the floor and dropping them up there for 8 points apiece. 14-840 DCS MechWarriors looking to drop off specimens on their high chamber. 10 points apiece for those. 8620 World Gear Warriors serving as the chamber cycler for that Blue Alliance. At this point, prioritizing collecting samples from the center and building up a stockpile of specimens to score. They now grab one such specimen, take it over to that high chamber, and drop it off. 10 points if it stays up there by the end of the match. Their alliance partner 10-2-54. That's MCHS Robo Lions, possibly serving a sample cycling role, driving up that submersible to grab a sample out from the middle. Just under 60 seconds to go now, 169 to 135, incredibly high scores all around, and still a tight game. On our Blue Alliance, MechWarriors once again reprising their role as the chamber cycler, dropping off a specimen on that high chamber for 10 points. 14-8-40, DCS MechWarriors adopting the strategy that has proven common and successful this season. They run to the chamber, drop off a specimen, bring a sample back to the submersible, and then in dropping off that sample, pick up a new specimen. We're under 30 seconds to go now, so teams can start thinking about how they want to finish off this match. So far, they're prioritizing scoring elements, but that may change as 10-2-54 MCHS Robo Lions goes up onto their low rung. That will be 15 points if they are successfully suspended at the end of this match. Their alliance partner, 8620 MechWarriors, looking to possibly join them, pulling up on that low rung in the final 3-2-1.
3, 2, 1, go! She's now moving to score in what is our third to last match of the day. First score up came from 14-8-40 DCS MechWarriors on that high chamber for the Red Alliance. They were then joined by their alliance partner 16-9-89 Round 1 Robotics, who dropped off a sample into that high basket. DCS MechWarriors now cycling that high chamber with a number of specimens built up by their human player, dropping off a total of 4 during that time period.
3, 2, 1.
Drivers now taking control of their robots, looking to score more points under human operation. 5187 Transistor Titan swinging up their arm with its claw, possibly to score into that low basket. That would be 4 points if they can get it up there. Their alliance partner 11752, that's Orphan Bots, going up with a sample to that high basket. 8 points right there for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance lining up to try and score, missing the high basket but getting the low basket. Still 4 points there thanks to Route 1 Robotics. DCS MechWarriors on that Red Alliance, cycling full speed onto that high chamber. Each one of those on there with 10 points plus any additional auto bonus points. 11752, that's Orphan Bots back to cycling that high basket. 5187 Transistor Titans successfully getting a sample off the floor, going to that low basket and dropping it off for 4 points. We have 55 seconds to go in this match. Both teams still working hard at building up their scores. DCS MechWarriors scoring many samples up top. They now have 8 on that high chamber, possibly making it more as we have 40 seconds to go in this match. Red Alliance working on scoring 11-7-52 Orphan Bots, getting a sample off of the floor, placing it into their basket, and now driving over to those baskets to score it. And get it up top, that's 8 points right there for the Blue Alliance. No ascents yet as teams approach that ascent zone with 10 seconds to go. Both Red Alliance robots, Blue Alliance robots in that ascent zone. Red Alliance possibly lining up to try and do some of their own. DCS Three, 2, 1, go! We're moving now in match 4 for our playoff bracket. 12-9-71 control line going up with a neutral alliance sample, scoring it into that high basket. Now 14-8-40 DCS MechWarriors going up with some specimens to score. Looking over to blue, 19-9-38 Knights of the ping pong table going up with some specimens, while 27-9-74 no player exception cycles that high basket.
2,
This isn't our final upper. DCS MechWarriors having a bit of issues as a specimen falls into their robot. They will need to get that out if they want to collect any further game pieces. Over on the Blue Alliance, no pointer exception. Able to do it, but DCS MechWarriors able to get that specimen out of their robot, but they are able to pick up further game pieces and return to this match. 2012 978 1 control Y, still cycling that high basket, dropping off samples for those scores. Looking over to the Blue Alliance, 19-9-38, Knights of the ping pong table, cycling those blue specimens over to their human player station. As their alliance partner, 27-9-71, no pointer exception, still cycles that high basket. 55 seconds to go, less than 30 points separate these teams. It is still really anyone's game because of how high scoring it is. 10 points right there to that red alliance, narrowing that gap with that specimen scored on the high chamber. Control Y looking to narrow it some more by dropping off a sample in that high basket. Blue Alliance to stay ahead. 19-9-38, Knights of the ping pong table, dropping off the 10-point high basket specimen onto that high chamber. 30 seconds to go in our match. Teams looking to get, if they wish to ascend, this is some of the last time to do it. Teams so far opting for last second scoring element strategies as they drop more off into their scoring locations. Control Y though up in the air on that level 2 run. That's 15 points that remain suspended. We're in the final 3 seconds of our match and teams are parked. 2, 1, go! Welcome back to Field 2 for its first match of the lower bracket. Whoever wins this match will move along here, but whoever loses will see it be the end of their day. 14-8 for the DCS MechWarriors, cycling that high chamber, already 2 up, going for 3 at this point. Their alliance partner, 12-9-71, Control Y, cycling that high basket. 3-4-69 Gear Girls cycling those specimens onto the blue high chamber.
That was pretty good. That's not nice.
Drivers take control of their robots now in driver-friendly teleoperating period. 16-7-51 picking up that neutral alliance sample to send it up to that high basket.
I can't see what the other
8 points to the Blue Alliance.
I can't see what our score is.
23-4-69, that's Gear Girls looking to get a sample from that submersible zone, grabbing it out, carrying it over to the human player station in the observation zone, dropping it off, and then moving along the field to the other side of the submersible zone to possibly grab more pieces. 12-9-71 Control Y looking to cycle from that submersible zone up to that high basket. Meanwhile, 14-8-40 repeating the strategy we've seen them play all day, bringing samples to the observation zone at the same time as they pick up a specimen for
I
scoring.
think that the highest that they've done today is 310.
We have just under a minute to go in this match. Both alliances cranking away at their scores. 14-8-40 DCS MechWarriors still cycling up to that high chamber. They've now scored 10 specimens up there, looking to make it 11 with this round, as Control Y has scored 9 samples in their high basket, looking to make it 10. Blue Alliance working hard on their own, just popped up a high sample into that high basket of 16-7-51 puzzle pieces. No sense yet in the last 30 seconds of this match. Team still opting to prioritize those scoring element scores. Dropping off a specimen on high, 23-4-69 Gear Girls for the Blue Alliance. Dropping it off as we see our first ascent possibly come in. 12-9-71 Control Y ascending on that low run. 15 points and remain ascending at the end of this match in the final seconds. 3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to match 8. This is our last match before our first award string and our lower bracket semifinals. Whoever wins this will play in the lower bracket semifinals for lower bracket finals for a chance at a finalist position. 14-8-40 DCS MechWarriors cycling to that high chamber as they always do. Control Live doing the highest basket as they do. 14-3-71, but that's Mount Zion Braves looking to
3, 2, 1.
Mount Zion Braves are looking to cycle that high chamber, getting one up there during the times period. It's that same team now in the observation zone, looking to pick up a specimen from their alliance wall.
For a second, I thought that they picked up, or I thought that we were blue, and I was like, why are they picking up red?
They pull it down, then snaps on. 10 points locked down for that alliance. 22-146 Circuit Racers now getting a neutral alliance sample from the floor, placing it in that high basket, releasing, and it goes in. 8 points to that blue alliance. Red Alliance keeping up the cycle pattern they've been running for a while. 14-8-40 DCS MechWarriors dropping off samples in the observation zone for their human players to cycle them and scoring them as specimens. Control Y recovering that basket with their samples. Just over a minute left in this match. Both alliances working at high speed to go and score. Blue Alliance gets their third specimen on the high chamber, with Mount Zion Braves dropping off that specimen up high. 22-146 Circuit Racers going up into that high basket, looking to drop off a sample, which they will. Red Alliance still cycling away with the same patterns they have been for a while today, especially in this match. We are approaching 30 seconds to go. It's time for teams to start thinking about how they want to finish off this match. So far, everyone's prioritizing scoring elements, but not circuit races. They are up on the level 2 zone at this point. They're extending their measuring tape claw up towards that level 2, that high run. 30 points, they can pull themselves up. They're going up, and they're up. With the checkered flag in the air, 30 points to that Blue Alliance in the final few seconds.
Three, two, one, go!
This is our last match in the lower bracket for today. The winner of this match will progress to match 10, our finals. These teams know what's at stake and they're playing like it. Control Y is collecting those pre-placed alliance neutral samples and placing them into the high basket. Whereas on the red alliance, Team 19938 is placing specimens onto the high chamber.
Picking up your totals. 3, 2, 1.
Control Y ended autonomous, starting to lead into the submersible zone. And they picked up Talia by collecting an alliance neutral piece. The score right now is 92 to 116. Now 100 to 116. This match is very, very close. These teams clearly know what's at stake because we're seeing some collisions on the field. These teams need to be careful because not only can collisions damage their alliance's robots, but can damage their own robots and put them out of the game. We have just under a minute and 20 seconds left in the match. It's still anyone's game, but the lead is currently with the Red Alliance with 140 points. The Red Alliance has scored 7 samples into the high basket, now 8 samples, and 3 specimens onto the high chamber. The Blue Alliance is not far behind, with 5 specimens onto the high chamber and 8 samples into the high basket. This match is neck and neck, folks. It could come down to last minute scoring or ascension in the last few seconds of the match. We have 2 robots reaching into the submersible zone to collect pieces to score. Team 14840 has been cycling, scoring onto the high chamber. They submersible and 1 to place onto the high chamber, lowering their cycle times. With less than 15 seconds left in the match, Control Z lines up doing level 2 ascension and successfully gets off the ground with 6 seconds to spare. Will their alliance partner try to join them or continue to score as time expires?